Today we will discuss about chapter number 2. Okay. New chapter is plants and their systems. Okay. You all are familiar about plants. Plants are very important for our life because they release oxygen in the air and they help to clean the pollution. Okay. And plants also do photosynthesis. Okay. And we can get many things from plants. We can get fruits. We can get medicine and many other things. Okay. So plants are very important for human life for existing of life. Okay. So in this chapter, we will discuss about the plants and their systems. Now this question is very strange. What are systems? Okay, we all know if we compare plants with humans, we all know we have many systems inside our body. We have breathing system, we have circulatory system, we have respiratory system, and many other systems, digestive system, renal system, nervous system, many other. But plants are different. Plants have not many systems in their body. Why? Because plants have specific organs. What specific organs they have? They have roots. Okay. They have leaves. They have stems. They have flowers. So these are the specific parts of a plant. So a plant consists of root, leaf, stems, and flowers. Okay. So because of that, it has less organs. So it has less organ systems. Okay. And plants are different to each other. Okay. If we take an example of a big tree, okay, we can see its shape is different. Okay. So it has different characteristics. If we take an example of a pond tree, okay, pond tree is totally different. And if we take an example of a rose, so you can see the diagram. This is a tree. This is a pond tree plant. And this is a rose. So if we see these diagrams, we can say that these are plants, but these are different to each other. A big tree is different, a corn tree is different, and a rose plant is different. So question is that why are they different? Because they have some similar structures. When we see their structure, we can see that they are different, but some things they have same. Which means have the same? They all have roots. They all have leaves. They all have stems. They all have flowers. Okay. Now we will discuss in a detail what are roots, what is a stem, what is leaf, and what is a flower. Okay. So first we will discuss about the roots. What are roots? Okay. And your chapter number 2 is starting from page number 14 in your book. What is a root? What is the function of a root? The function of a root is that it holds a plant in the soil. Holds a plant in the soil. Okay. So the function of leaves is different. Leaves help in photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Okay. And if we take an example of stem, stems have special tissues which are called xylem and phloem tissues, which take up water and other things, minerals from the soil to up to the parts of the leaves. Okay. So what is the function of stem? Help in food and minerals. Food and water. Okay. Now flowers. What are flowers? The function of flower is very important. They are reproductive part of the flower. Reproductive part of the flower. All reproduction is happened through flowers. If you keep in your mind the structure of a flower, we know how this helps us. Flowers. Okay. We also know that all flowers have a stigma. Okay. So when the pollen falls on a stigma, they will come into a pollen tube. Okay. And after this pollen tube will convert into an ovary. Okay. And in ovary, ovules are already present. Okay. So these pollens will come and will join up with ovules. So this process is called fertilization. What is called fertilization? And this fertilization is happened through flowers. How did it happen? It happened through flowers. These are pollens. This is stigma. This is pollen tube. This is pollen tube. This is ovary. And these are ovules. So we keep in our mind, this thing is very clear to us that these three plants are different, but they have some same structures. What are the same structures? They all have roots. Okay, the function of root is that to hold the plant in the soil. They all have leaves. Okay, leaves have in photosynthesis. You all know okay, what is the photosynthesis? At the daytime, plants get carbon dioxide and water and sunlight from the environment, and because of that they release oxygen in the air. Okay, so they collect all these things in the part of a leaf which is called chlorophyll. Okay, a chemical which is present in the leaves that is called chlorophyll. These all things are stored over there, and then plant use them for its body as a food. Okay. Now stem help in food and water. If we take an example of stem, every stem has seed tubes inside it. Okay, it has a seed tubes inside it. Okay, so these tubes are called xylem tubes and phloem tubes and phloem tubes. So the function of these tubes are that xylem tubes get water from the soil and they get minerals as a food for a plant. They get minerals from the soil and they get water from the soil and take up to all parts of the plant, aerial parts of the plant. So that's why a plant began to grow. And flowers, already I have told you, it is a reproductive system of a plant. And how is it works? When pollen falls on the stigma of the flower, they enters into the ovary. Ovules are already there. When they are fused to each other, then a plant becomes fertilized. Okay, so like that, fertilization is happened. So keep in your mind, this is very important. Every plant has some same structures, and these same structures are roots, leaves, stems, and flowers. But if we see their structure, okay, we can see they are different. This is a structure of a big tree, this is a structure of rose, this is a structure of cordwood. But these three all are different. But the common things which they have all roots, they have all leaves, they all have stems, and they all have flowers. Okay, now we will go to the next page. Okay, and buds. Buds are where growth starts. Growth takes place at the tips of roots and shoots. Buds are where growth starts. Okay. From here, the growth starts. Bud. So buds are tiny parts of a flower. This is a bud from where the growth starts. Okay, and these were the growth starts at the tips of the roots. Here are the roots. Roots are under the soil. Okay, so first of all, growth starts from the roots, tips of the roots. Okay, so these are the tips of the roots and shoots. The early stem is called shoot. Early stem is called shoot. Okay, early stem is called shoot. So where the growth starts from the tips of the roots and the shoot. I hope you understand it. Now we will start the next topic: plant tissues and organs. Plant tissues and organs. So before understanding the topic plant tissues and organs, topic is that plant tissues and organs. We should know about this thing, how life is started. First of all, plants life is started from pollen. When pollen falls on the stigma of a flower, then they are fertilized and convert into embryo. Okay, so first they will fuses and convert into embryo. Okay, so then from embryo they make tissues. Okay, and when same tissues do same functions, they make an organ. They make an organ, and when organs are combined, they make organ system. What did they make? They make an organ system. Okay. So like that, if we see plant tissues and organs, first pollen falls on the stigma of a flower. I showed you in previous diagram. Then embryo, when they are fuses to ovules, they convert into embryo. From embryo, when same tissues are combined. Okay. And definitely we have discussed four parts of a flower: root, stem, leaves, and flowers. Okay. Now we will discuss the tissues, how they form a tissue. First of all, if we take an example of photosynthetic tissues, photosynthetic tissues. Photosynthetic tissues. Photosynthetic tissues are present in the leaf. Okay, I would like to see a diagram. For example, this is a leaf. Okay. So in the leaf, these tissues are present. Okay, and you all know. Okay, you can see these are called, these have lots of photosynthetic tissues. Why these tissues are important? Why these tissues are important for leaf? Because they do photosynthesis. They have been photosynthesis. And why photosynthesis is important? Because plants help of photosynthesis. Okay, helping to make food. Helping to make food. Okay, so photosynthetic tissues are very important for the body of a plant because these tissues help in to make food. Okay, next are given other example of plant tissues are xylem tissues and phloem tissues. Okay, so what are they? Xylem tissues and phloem tissues. We will see xylem tissues and phloem tissues and what is their role. Okay, so first we will discuss about the xylem tissues. So what is their function? What did they do? Xylem tissues. Okay, xylem tissues which carries water and materials from the roots to the leaves. Xylem tissues are those. Xylem tissues are those which carry water and minerals from the roots. Then we will discuss about phloem tissues. Phloem tissues. Their role is also very important in the body of a plant. Phloem tissues which carries food from the leaves to other parts of the plant. Okay, so they get food from the leaves and take to other parts of the plant. Okay, so their shape is like this. Okay, and they carry food from the leaves of a plant and take up to other parts of the plant. Okay, so these are phloem tissues. Carry food from the leaves to other parts of a plant. Parts of a plant. Okay. So this is the function of xylem tissues and phloem tissues. Xylem tissues carry water and minerals from the roots and take up to aerial parts of a plant. Okay. And phloem tissues, their role is different. They carry food particles from the leaves. You all know leaves make food with the help of photosynthesis. Okay, and it is stored in photosynthetic tissues. So phloem tissues get food from the leaves and take to other parts of the plant. So their role is very important in the body of a plant. Now we will discuss protective tissues. Protective tissues. Protective tissues. So what is their role in the life of a plant? Protective tissues which covers the surface of roots, stems and leaves. It is a thin, transparent skin that protects the plant from damage or infection. Okay, so how are they? They are like this. What are they called? They are called protective tissues. So what is their function? They have a thin layer. Okay. They are thin. They are thin, transparent, and protect the flowers, leaves, and stem from damaging and infection. Okay. So in this chapter, you have studied three types of tissues. Okay. Plant tissues, you have studied about the four types of tissues. First is called photosynthetic. Second is xylem tissues. Third is phloem tissues. And the last one is protective tissues. Okay. So in next topic we have studied about the four types of tissues. First is photosynthetic tissues. Second is xylem tissues. Third is phloem tissues, and the last one is protective tissues. Okay. So protective tissues are made up by have a thin layer. Okay. They are transparent and they protect the flowers, leaves, and stem from damaging and infections. Okay. I hope you understand that today's lecture, class 7. Now your lecture has been ended. Allah Hafiz.